Hey there, let's talk about something I think a lot of us are feeling, that relentless pressure to perform, to just keep climbing a ladder that maybe, just maybe, leads somewhere you don't even want to go. We're going to get into how to dismantle this idea that you have to trade your mental peace for some kind of hollow success. If that sounds familiar, well, you are definitely in the right place. Woof, just let that one sink in for a second. This statement is a total gut punch, and for a very good reason. It speaks to this secret truth that so many of us are living, just absolutely burning ourselves out to impress people we might not even like. It's time to get brutally honest about what this grind is really costing us. So let's dive right into this concept of the performative grind. This isn't just about hard work. It's about this modern obsession we have with looking like we're winning all the time, often at the expense of, actually feeling happy or fulfilled. And when you break it down, you see these two paths laid out so clearly. On one side, you've got the path we're all told to want, right? The perfectly curated, LinkedIn optimized life that's fueled by hustle porn and a bottomless need for likes and comments. But then, on the other side, there's a completely different goal: finding your internal balance, your quiet strength. We've been told forever that the first path leads to the second, but just look at them. Are they even pointed in the same direction? And that brings us to the psychological cost, which it's just immense. You're constantly trying to keep up this persona, this image that might be totally at odds with who you really are. You're trapped in this hyper-connected, always-on work culture, chasing goals set by some corporate algorithm instead of your own actual desires. And here's the kicker: it takes a massive toll. It just chips away at your ability to think clearly and your emotional stability, bit by bit. All of that psychological damage, it actually adds up to something we can name. Let's call it status debt. Think of it as this invisible tax that you're paying on your own mental and emotional peace every single day. Okay, think about it like this. Every promotion, every fancy title, every single bit of praise you get from the outside world, it doesn't come for free. Nope, it requires a payment. And that payment is drawn directly from your personal bank account of inner calm, of mental clarity, and of peace. That right there is status debt. And here's that trade-off in black and white. It's so stark. We chase the prestige, right? The fancy title, the validation from others, the bigger paycheck. But look at the price tag on the other side of the ledger. Chronic anxiety, not getting enough sleep, total and complete burnout. When you see it laid out like this, you really have to ask yourself, is this a good deal? Is this transaction actually worth it? So, if that trade-off looks like a really bad deal to you, what's the alternative? This brings us to a crucial point: choosing a different path. How do we actually escape the trap of what the source material calls hollow greatness? This is it. This is the big, fundamental question you have to ask yourself. And be honest. Forget about how high you've climbed or what other people think. Are you even on the right ladder for you? Now, the reason so many of us stay on the wrong ladder is this tricky little psychological trap called the sunken cost fallacy. It's that voice in your head that says, but I've already invested so much time, so much energy, so much of my life into this. I can't just walk away now. But that's just bad logic, and it's exactly what keeps us stuck on paths that are making us miserable. And this is where the real shift begins. You start to realize that true power isn't about getting more. It's about having the clarity and the courage to just say no. To say no to the promotions, the opportunities, and the definitions of greatness that don't line up with your own inner peace. That is the ultimate luxury in this crazy, chaotic world. Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but how do we actually do it? This is where we get into the practical toolkit for reclaiming your focus. And the core strategy here is something called radical essentialism. Radical essentialism. It's not just about cleaning up your to-do list. It's a practice of being absolutely ruthless with your filtering. You have to look at every single obligation, every meeting, every project, and ask, is this high noise and low reward? Is it just draining my energy? If the answer is yes, it's gotta go. The whole goal is to fiercely protect your time and your focus for the things that actually matter to you. And here's how you can start, like right now. Just 3 simple steps. First, do that status debt audit we talked about. Be honest about what your success has really cost you. Second, start filtering. Identify all those high noise, low reward tasks and just start cutting them out. And third, and this is the big one, define your new metrics. Figure out what a great life actually means to you, not to your boss or your parents or anyone else. And when you start taking these steps, you start to achieve something that we can call a quiet victory. It isn't loud, it isn't flashy, it's this deep internal process of redefining what success even means, completely on your own terms. Suddenly, your new metrics for success start to look totally different. Instead of job titles, you value agency, having real control over your time and your life. Instead of constant praise, you value deep work, the ability to focus on projects that you truly care about. You start to prioritize psychological safety, that feeling of freedom from the constant hum of anxiety, and you build quiet strength, a confidence so solid it doesn't need anyone else's approval. Ultimately, the end goal isn't some dramatic scene where you flip a table and quit your job. It's a quiet exit. It's consciously choosing to step away from all the performative competitions. You just gracefully bow out of the race you never actually wanted to run, so you can finally put all your focus on what really, truly matters. So, I'll leave you with this. Just picture yourself 10 years from now. When you look back on this time in your life, what are you going to value more? The prestige you gained that cost you your mental health, or the clarity you fought so hard to protect? I think we both know the answer. The choice, as always, is yours.